gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go, here in the Inner Harbor. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Second down, Jackson. And that one incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Third and long. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. Good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field.
At the 45-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Taken in, it's R.J. Harvey. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to run here with Harvey. This one in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. And now, after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2. Working out of the gun. It's Hicks. And that is incomplete. See if that comes back to bite them a bit later on in this one. As for now, it remains a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Justice Hill to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Brandon Jones comes up with the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 6. Jackson. He finds his tight end. That's Smythe. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll talk things over before third down. On play action, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He'll manage only a couple. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3.
Hey, report!
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Throwing Jackson. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. On the move left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught by Harvey. taken down up around the 32-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
They'll go play action with Nix. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's Harvey. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Broncos with the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
Hold on, shut. Ready. Ready. 44.
Draw play here for Harvey. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Handoff now for Harvey. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
This one caught at the 4, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Again, right up the middle to Henry. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and a yard. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he will have the Ravens first down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard.
And anytime you have one of these big backs, this is exactly the spot to use him. Just lower those pads, keep those legs moving. He's able to find just enough of a seam to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end, to the 20. And will take this one in. 81 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Broncos.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That swung out to Harvey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On the give, it's Harvey. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
3rd and less than a yard.
That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
That's good.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
16 yards.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone.
And he'll take it on in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for 2.
The Broncos
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. And Zach Allen there on the tackle.
27-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action now. Jackson. Justin Sternad in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. It is a gain of 17 by about the length of the football. They've got the first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Jackson now to throw on first down.
Jackson's pass.
It is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 40-yard line.
Now, Jackson. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They send Sutton in motion. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Back to throw is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Nix gonna throw for it. He'll take a shot with Mims. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A design run here with Jackson. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it fourth down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the Ravens first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now it's Jackson. Has caught. That's Lane. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third down.
To throw is Jackson. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. And that is their final timeout of the second half. And of note, that means they will not be able to challenge the rest of the game. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Henry. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second down. Jackson. Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Now, a second down throw for Nix. He connects with Mims. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
The RPO, that one is complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 more yards. Complete to Jalen Waddle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
2nd and inches. On the give, this is Harvey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind him.
First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
That's caught by Harvey. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens 17-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to be 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range.
And he'll get into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The Broncos
throwing. Nix to the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Ravens 14. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Jackson now. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
And 8.
From the gun, Jackson. And that ball intercepted by Surtain. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
This one complete to Bateman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Henry. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Lamar gonna work from the pistol. Oh, they won him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. That's swung out to Harvey. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working the middle, that's Harvey. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Broncos.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
2nd and 10. And in motion is Ingram. 2nd down. Nix. Forced out wide. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown Broncos. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. They'll drop to throw. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
Ravens 14.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Don't worry. Hey, sit on! Sit on! Ready? Sit on!
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. They come to the line, needing 6 yards for a 1st down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Moving outside the pocket. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Play action now. It's Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. Straight ahead goes Harvey. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover.
Here's first down. Back near his goal line, Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. Here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Here we go. One final play. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to come up